lighter, stronger, bulletproof, and no, I'm not talking about a new tailgate upgrade to fend off the bullet spray coming from the end of your girlfriend's dad's shotgun in order to protect your ass from getting peppered with 12 gauge buckshot. Nope, I'm talking about airless off-road tires and more, if it's even ever going to be a possibility. Hey, what's up guys? Josh from TrailBuilt. Remember, wheels, tires, suspension, and accessories for your vehicle? Check out trailbuiltoffroad.com. Now, there has been a countless number of innovative technological breakthroughs over the last few hundred years or so, and some of them were absolutely revolutionary. The airplane, the gas engine, and the automobile, submarines, the internet, computers, and the list goes on and on. But one of them really hasn't made ginormous leaps and bounds since its conception in 1845, when the patent was acquired by Robert William Thomson. Thomson created the first ever tire to hold air for the sole purpose of creating a tire that could help cushion the bumps in the olden days that predated paved roads. But it wasn't until about 1888 that John Dunlop created an even better pneumatic tire, and that's when they first started to gain some notoriety. Although they were still just an air-filled inner tube inside the tire until about the 1950s, when Michelin created the radial ply tubeless tire, of which we still use on today's technologically advanced modern machines of man. Well, as technology advances in pretty much every other area of a vehicle, the one thing that has remained about the same is the design of the pneumatic radial tire, until recently. Over the last couple of years or so, there has been some major breakthroughs in the advancements of puncture-proof airless tires. Some that could majorly benefit any one of us who is into the off-road scene. One of them being pioneers in the tire industry again, and that's Michelin, who not only designed, engineered, and developed the first radial ply tire, but are also already, and have been for a while, selling airless tires called, you guys ready for this? Tweels, for tire and wheel combination. The Tweel airless radial tire consists of a heavy gauge rigid steel hub connected to a shear beam through flexible, deformable, high strength polyresin spokes and a rubber tread band. Now, this isn't the same kind of polyurethane that you'll normally find down at your local hardware store. No, my friends, this is a structural polyresin polyurethane polywater cracker. Wait, what? The crazy thing is that Michelin is the only manufacturer of such type of tire. Goodyear did try it for a hot minute in 2018, but after some initial problems, pulled the plug on the project. Back in 2012, the Michelin Tweel was designed and originally produced for the commercial off-road vehicle market, skid steers, lawn tractors, and similar equipment, but have since opened their availability offerings to all-terrain vehicles, such as golf carts and, of recently, side-by-sides. Which, do you guys know what that means? Well, based upon the expansion of offerings over the last few years, that we could possibly be seeing a mass-produced airless Tweel for the overland and off-road passenger vehicle market. But at this point, it's just speculation. Even so, it raises several questions about the practicality of running an airless tire on our dual-purpose on and off-road vehicles. I mean, if they could be the future of tires as we know it, then how come they haven't already produced them in full production, right? I mean, there's multiple prototypes out there, and NASA has a pretty sweet design for rolling on other planets' terrains, but we have yet to see a functional mass-produced airless tire for passenger vehicles. One of the problems that tire engineers are running into is keeping them cool. A regular radial ply tire generates a pretty decent amount of heat on every rotation while cruising down the highway. Every rotation of the tire where it meets the ground, the tire deforms, compresses, bulges, and flexes from the weight of the vehicle pushing down on the tire, and every time it flexes and bulges, it creates heat. Naturally, the air inside the tire is great at dissipating that heat, and as long as your tires aren't underinflated, the tire will hold together just fine. But, and even though an airless tire has airflow through the open spokes between the wheel and the rubber tread band, the more of those spokes there are to hold more weight of a vehicle, the less the air is going to be able to flow through to keep the tire cool. If the tire can't stay cool enough, then the wear and tear grows exponentially. Therefore, the airless tires aren't going to last nearly as long as our everyday pneumatic radial tires, making them impractical to purchase and replace more often, especially because they cost more money to do so than a regular tire. Another issue is the fact that because there's no air to put in the tire or to let out, then how are we going to be able to increase the footprint by normally airing down out in the trails? And how are we supposed to gain that additional cushioning from the air down tire that helps absorb a lot of the impact from the trail debris and obstacles? Also, as it currently appears, airless tires are purchased with the wheels as one unit, limiting the options of wheel choices and increasing the overall cost. If there was a way to mount airless tires to a conventional wheel, well, that would definitely open up some opportunities of being able to go out and just purchase the airless tire itself, saving money and being able to reuse our current wheels. But it's not all doom and gloom. There are some really unique advantages that these tires are able to offer. For one, they are virtually indestructible. Doesn't matter if your airless tires get peppered with bullets or you run over a nail or bolts or other sharp hazards out on the road, they're still going to be functional and get you to your destination safely. Plus, because they are going to keep you going, there's no need for a spare tire, which eliminates the extra weight and frees up the extra space. Overall, and personally, I can definitely see a lot of benefits with having a tire where you no longer have to worry about getting a flat with a more lightweight design of a tire that offers a substantial increase in safety. However, I also see that the tire industry has a long road ahead of them in order to create a tire that outperforms what we already have and what we know already works really, really well. Sure, you can get a flat tire, but you can fix a puncture in the tread and the tire can still last you the life expectancy of what it would have without a plug in the tire. Not to mention, you can air the tire down to gain optimized off-road traction and additional cushion over rough terrain. But that's just my 2 cents. What do you guys think about airless tires? You think that's the answer to replacing pneumatic tires, or do you think the tires should remain the same or at least close to the same as they are now? Or maybe you have an even better idea on how tires can be made. I don't know, but it would be great to hear back from all of you guys by letting us know in the comments below. But for now, if you guys do need a new set of tires, make sure and check out all of your favorites with a massive selection of tires in stock and ready to ship, all on our website at TrailBuilt or by clicking the link in the description below. Don't forget to click that subscribe button before heading over there. And guys, as always, we appreciate all of you for watching and all of your support. I'm Josh from TrailBuilt, and we'll see you guys out on the trails.